everybody. Welcome to our first panel of the evening. Thank you all for coming. I'm just going to really quick explain what the Writers' Junction is in case anyone here doesn't know. But you're in the Writers' Junction, and we're a workspace for writers. We're membership-based, so people here join, pay a monthly membership, come and have a place to write, and then have events like this to go to, and also have community and support and a destination for work that can make you feel like, okay, I can go get my work done today. Anyway, we're really happy to have you all here. We're thrilled that you all have agreed to be part of the panel. And the panel is, we've called it Sophomore Success. I played around with having a question mark after Sophomore Success. But the idea is all of these authors have had their first novel come out, their first book, and what does that mean? What was the experience like, and how can you take that experience of the first one, share the lessons that how can they share the lessons they've learned with people who haven't had a book come out yet but are hoping to, and also how do they apply those lessons to the next thing that they're working on.
Really? I'm sorry.
That's kind of cool, but wow.
Unless I didn't draw. You got a PT
Too much time at the computer? So, anyway, I also want you to say that we're selling raffle tickets for the Young Storytellers. They're $5 a ticket, and there's some great prizes to be had. So, I'll remind you all at the end, but it's great to get it.
Everyone put your info on. There's a flyer so you can keep updated.
If you're not on either the Word Hustler email list or our email list, you can sign up there and get announcements about stuff that's going on here or with them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming. This is our illustrious panel. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each person. Directly to my right, this is Brad Listy.
Woo-hoo!
And forgive me, I'm going to read, although I do know Brad, I'm actually going to read. Brad Listy is the author of the best-selling novel Attention Deficit Disorder. In 2006, he founded The Nervous Breakdown, which is co-hosting this evening. They've been amazing with us. A popular online culture magazine and literary community, which now features the work of more than 300 writers and other artists from around the world, including Bret Easton Ellis, Chuck Palahniuk, Antonia Nelson, Nick Flynn, and Stephen Elliott. This past June, The Nervous Breakdown launched its own publishing imprint called TNB Books, which will offer original work in print, ebook, and audiobook formats on sale at TNB itself and at all major online retailers. Very cool. The imprint's first title, Subversia, is a collection of nonfiction by D.R. Haney, author of the underground classic Band for Life, a novel about punk rock. And this is very cool. TNB just launched its own book club called What Else? The TNB Book Club. It features a new book each month as well as moderated online book club meetings with the author. You can sign up at The Nervous Breakdown where for only $9.99 a month, you get a brand new book mailed directly to your door and access to the monthly meetings. It's very cool. Anyway, thanks Brad for being here.
Of course, thank you.
And then next to Brad is Mark Sarvis. Mark is one of our very, very first members at the Writers' Junction, and Mark is his debut novel is Harry Revised, which has drawn comparisons to John Updike and Philip Roth, and was a Denver Post 2008 Best Book of the Year. It has appeared in more than a dozen languages around the world. He's the host of the acclaimed lit blog, The Elegant Variation, Forbes magazine Best of the Web Pick, and Guardian Top 10 Literary Blog. And he's a member of the National Book Critics Circle. His criticism has appeared in the New York Times Book Review, Book Forum, the Philadelphia Inquirer, the Three Penny Review, and elsewhere, and he teaches writing at the UCLA Extension Writers Program. Yay, Mark. Next we have Deirdre Shaw.
Woo!
Deirdre is also a member of the Writers' Junction, full disclosure, my sister-in-law. And her first novel, Love or Something Like It, is published by Random House. Her fiction has appeared in Folio and Swink, and her nonfiction in the New York Times and the New York Observer. She has held fiction residencies at the Millay Colony for the Arts and the Kimmel Harding Nelson Center for the Arts. Her fiction was included in the new short fiction series Emerging Voices group show in LA. And in 2005, she was awarded a 2004 Hackney Literary Award for National Short Story. She grew up in New York and was a newspaper journalist for several years at the Keene, Sentinel, and the Philadelphia Inquirer before moving to Los Angeles, where she's written for television. She teaches fiction at UCLA Extension Writers Program and currently writes for Life Unexpected, a show on the CW, and she's due August 23rd. we're so happy to have Brooke, our next panelist, Brooke Berman. Brooke Berman is an award-winning playwright whose work has been produced in the U.S. by many theaters, including Steppenwolf, Naked Angels, Williamstown Theatre Festival, the Royal National Theatre of London, Royal Court Theatre in London. The list is incredible, it goes on and on. Her play Hunting and Gathering was named one of the 10 best of 2008, and her memoir, No Place Like Home, which is what we'll be talking about today, was published by Random House in June 2010, so very recently, and included in summer reading roundups by Elle, Cosmopolitan, LA Magazine, and named Brilliant and Highbrow by the New York Magazine, Approval Matrix. She writes plays, books, and screenplays. Her short film, All Saints Day, directed by Will Frears, won Best Narrative Short at the Savannah Film Festival and was featured at the Tribeca Film Festival. She's a graduate of the Juilliard School and an alumna of New Dramatists in New York City. She's received support for her work from the McDowell Company, the Corporation of Yaddo, the National Foundation for Jewish Culture, and No Place Like Home is her first book.